公務小組
Right. Good morning, members. Mr. Low is caught in traffic, and he has yet to arrive. So I take the chair for the time being. We will continue to deal with the agenda on the 7th of May. There are still 6 outstanding papers. Our meeting will last from 9 to 12:45. And if we are unable to complete our study or scrutiny of these 6 papers, then we will have our next meeting on the 21st of May from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. The 6 papers today involve a total amount of allocation of $22.473 billion. If all the funding proposals are endorsed by members, the accumulated number of projects approved accumulated to 22, and the total funding $59.838 billion, among which $55.3329 billion are project items. Excluding today's 6 items, there will still be 24 items which will be put before the PWSC for consideration, and the total amount of funding is expected to be $25.23 billion. I'd like to remind members that if you have any direct or indirect pecuniary interest in respect of the items to be discussed today, please declare your interest according to 83A of the ROP, i.e., before you speak on the item, please first declare the nature of the interest. I'd like to draw members' attention also to ROP 84 in respect of voting under any direct pecuniary interests. Right. Please refer to paper PWSC 2014-15 number 6. 164DR, Southeast New Territories landfill extension. The other is PWSC bracket 2014-15 number 7. 117DR, development of integrated waste management facilities phase 1. We are going to deal with items 1 and 2. At the previous meeting, the subcommittee has completed the discussion of 2 items or 2 papers. They are PWSC 2014-15 number 6 and 7, and we are now dealing with the motions under agenda item number 1. I will not introduce these 2 papers. To answer members' questions in respect of items 1 and 2 are the Secretary for Development, Mr. Wong Kam Sing, the Undersecretary for the Environment, Ms. Christine Low, Deputy Director, EPD, Mr. Chen YK, Assistant Director, EPD, Dr. Chen Yingdong, and AD, Assistant Director of Environmental Protection Department, Mr. Elvis Zhao. Okay, we continue to discuss whether we are going to deal with the motions under PWSC 2014-15 number 6. On the 16th of April and the 7th of May, Mr. Fan Kwok Wai, Mr. Gary Fan, Mr. Albert Chan have moved all together 35 motions, and the numbers are from 0001 to 0035. The papers or the motions have been put before members. The chairman is of the view that the 35 items are directly related to the issue. At the previous meeting, the PWSC has already voted on 0001 to 0010, and we still have 25 items before members, and members have to decide whether we are going to deal with these motions. According to the Section 32A of the procedures of the PWSC, members, I have to consider whether the motions are directly related to the agenda item. I have considered the terms of reference of the PWSC and also the content of the paper, PWSC 2014-15 number 6. This is a paper which seeks the approval of the PWSC to put item 164DR to raise 164DR to category A, and the cost is $1.993 billion for the development of NT Southeast landfill. This is they are to seek our approval to put this before the FC. Now the chairman has arrived, so I give the chair back to him. Good morning. I understand that members want to put forward some specific views when the proposal is put before the FC, and hoping that the FC will consider that. I think these are related directly to the agenda item, and we are now going to deal with the outstanding motions. And I also ask whether members would like to deal with these motions. If more than half of the members are willing to deal with these motions, then I will ask the mover and also other members and also officials to give short speeches on the motion, and then we will vote on the motion. We now deal with paper motion 0010. Chairman, I have a procedural question. I want to ask the Environment Bureau with regard to PWSC 2014-15 number 6 project 164DR, whether the Environment Bureau will withdraw this item. A simple reply, please. This is not a point of order. Okay, Mr. Wong, please reply, though it's not a point of order. We have not changed our position, sir. Let me explain. Now, it seems that last time we also dealt with 0010. Last time, the wording read out by Mr. Fan was different from the written version. Probably because of the noise in the public gallery, Mr. Fan just had his attention diverted, and he read out another motion instead. So to play safe, we urge members to consider the wording of the motion, which is now put on the screen. I now put that to the vote. And the motion is this subcommittee agrees to deal with the motion 0010 according to 32A. Yes, Chairman, I ask for a division. The bell will ring for 1 minute. Mr. Fan, you may now read out your motion. According to rules procedure section 32A of the PWSC, I find Court proposes the following motion, which is seconded by Mr. Albert Chan, that the administration should first properly deal with nuisance caused by RCVs along Wanpo Road before expanding the Southeast NT landfill.
仲有幾多條？係。就我喺呢個時候咧就
I have received another notice from Mr. Gary Fan that he has another 20 motions. Do other members want to move any other motions? No? Okay. Yes, please cast your votes. Before I declare the results, please check your vote. Voting is now closed. The results are displayed. 19 members present, 5 for, 13 against. The motion is negatived. The next motion is 0011. This is also moved by Mr. Gary Fan. I now put the motion, put the question to the vote, and according to ROP 32A, this subcommittee deals with 0011. Chairman, I ask for a division. The bell will ring for 1 minute. Mr. Fan, please read out your motion. According to procedure 32A of the PWSC, I, Gary Fan, move the following motion supported by Albert Chan that the administration should first raise the fee level for C&D waste before expanding the SENT landfill.
好，你揾啲同事核對一下。現在開始表決。
Voting begins. Before I declare the result, please check your vote. Voting is closed. Result is displayed. 19 members present, 5 voted for, 13 voted against, and no abstention. The majority of members are against the motion. The motion is negatived. And now we deal with 0012. Motion 0012. I now put the question to the vote. This subcommittee agrees to deal with the motion moved by Gary Fan according to ROP 32A. Yes, Chairman, I ask for a division. That the bell will ring for 1 minute. Mr. Gary Fan, please read out your motion. Thank you, Chairman. According to ROP Section 32A of the PWSC, Gary Fan moves the following motion seconded by Mr. Albert Chan that the administration should first improve its trip record system to make sure that C&D waste have already reached the landfill or the public fill to combat illegal dumping before expanding the SENT landfill. Okay. 都係份我位。
好，而家開始表決。
Voting begins.
喺我宣讀。
Before I declare the voting results, members, please check your votes. Voting is now closed. Display results. "17 present, 5 for, 11 against, no abstention. I think the majority of the voting members oppose the question. The question is negatived. We now handle motion 13. Mr. Chairman, I claim a division. The division bell will ring for 1 minute. Mr. Gary Fan, would you please read out your motion? Thank you. In accordance with Rule 32A of the PWSC procedures, I move, which is seconded by Mr. Albert Chan, that this committee urges the administration to start the review work for the charging scheme for construction waste before extending the Southeast New Territories landfill.
好，現在開始表決。
Voting begins. Before I declare the voting results, members, please check your votes. Voting is now closed. Display voting results. 17 present, 5 for, 11 against, no abstention. I think the majority of the voting members oppose the motion. The motion is negatived. We now handle motion 14. Mr. Chairman, I claim a division. The division bell will ring for 1 minute. Mr. Gary Fan, would you please read out your motion? Thank you, Chairman. In accordance with Rule 32A of the PWSC procedure, I move that the government must first enhance the industrial chain, the green industry chain of Hong Kong before extending the Sent landfill. Those in the public gallery, please do not shout. I advise you to remain silent and do not disrupt the proceedings of the meeting. Voting begins. Before I declare the voting results, members, please check your votes. Voting is now closed. Display voting results. "17 present, 5 for, 11 against, no abstention. I think the majority of voting members oppose the motion. The motion is negatived. We now handle motion 15. Those in the public gallery, you must not continue to shout. You must keep silence. If you continue to shout, I have to ask you to leave the conference room. Please be cooperative. Please read out your motion. Mr. Chairman, I claim a division. The division bell will ring for 1 minute. Please read out the motion. In accordance with Rule 32A of the PWSC procedure, I, Gary Fan, moves that the government must first formulate ancillary plans for supporting the recovery industry before extending the Southeast New Territories landfill. Voting begins. Before I declare the voting results, members, please check your votes. Voting is now closed. Display results. 19 present, 5 for, 13 against, no abstention. I think the majority of voting members oppose the motion. The motion is negative. Now we'll handle motion 0016. Mr. Chairman, I claim a division. The division bell will ring for 1 minute. Please read out your motion. In accordance with Rule 32A of the PWSC procedure, I, Gary Fan, move that the government is urged to first properly handle the air pollution problem resulting from the refuse collection vehicles along Wampo Road before extending the Southeast New Territories landfill. I once again issue this warning. Those in the public gallery, please keep silence. If you continue to yell, you have to leave the conference room. This is the second warning. Please be cooperative and do not interrupt the proceedings of this meeting. Voting begins. Before I declare the results, members, please check your votes. Voting is now closed. Display results. 19 present, 5 for, 13 against, no abstention. I think the majority of voting members oppose the motion. The motion is negative. Mr. Chairman, at the last meeting, you did not handle a lot of those shouts from those in the public gallery. Mr. Chairman, if you still do not handle them, I'll walk out to protest. Well, this is a repeated warning. Let me say this. This is the final warning. If you yell again, you'll be asked to leave the conference room. Those in the public gallery, please keep silence. If you continue to shout, I'll ask you to leave the conference room. If you do not keep silence, I can only ask you to leave the conference room. If you are cooperative, we welcome your stay in the public gallery. Sorry, I can only ask the staff to ask those who shout in the public gallery to leave. Well, let's take a break of 5 minutes and allow our staff to handle those in the public gallery. We'll take a break of 5 minutes.